gonna shock yo, Mark. We're gonna shock yo, Mark.
Brutality, don't you think?
Shocking. Gonna shock yo, Mark. We're gonna shock yo, Mark.
Shocking upset.
I feel shocked.
Shock yo, Mark. We're gonna shock yo, Mark.
I am shocked. I am shocked. That's what I mean. I am.
Get any negative feedback last night or today for not giving out another shirt?
Nope.
Yesterday.
Didn't get any negative feedback. Just got a call from my doctor saying, watch out for your heart, please, because we're concerned.
Well, listen, to be quite honest with you,
yes,
I might need to grab the name of your doctor after, and also I'd rather get a call from the doctor than the FCC, quite frankly.
That's a
and
good
after
point.
yesterday's segment, I'd rather have one from the doctor.
Hey, I don't know, man. I'm not sure who's going to charge more, the doctor or the FCC. So
I know.
It could be. Oh, do you know?
Oh yeah.
It could be a horse apiece. Could be a horse apiece.
Listen, the doc has he can't. He's not even close to the FCC.
Okay, I got you.
And we know how expensive doctors are.
Real quick, have you ever been in trouble by the FCC before? Like you personally?
No, I don't think of anything. Knock on wood here. That directly one that I know of.
Yeah.
Or two big enough that I would have known of.
Okay.
You know, so that's and believe me, if I was the reason why on TV or radio that we cost the station $50,000 or something.
Dang.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a variety of ways.
Sure.
I think they would tell me.
I would hope so. And I don't know, maybe hold you accountable?
Well, I mean, somebody would want to vent some frustration, I would assume.
No, without a doubt.
So I would have been asked about it. But, no.
Okay, got you.
I think it's I've always had this view, and I don't know how common it is, and there are so many rules and sometimes you don't even really know about. I mean, you try to educate yourself about everything, but those also change.
Yeah.
I've always kind of – this is where you have to watch out for the FCC. It's probably if you're doing that morning show at times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've always had the view that the morning stuff, you know, and some of the wild and crazy things that can be done.
Oh,
you can kind of push the edge a little bit. In a sports show, we're probably not doing that very often. Not to say it hasn't happened, but we're probably not doing that as much.
Yeah, just call me the guy that plays the song Where the Streets Have No Name on guitar, a.k.a. The Edge, because I am pushing the edge already in the first week of the morning show. Like, we've gone to some places where I'm just kind of like, I thought I'd get a phone call here, so I've got a phone call. Maybe nobody's listening in the higher-ups, but I'm just saying we've pushed the boundaries a little bit.
Oh, be careful now.
That's whatever, man. Hey, it's fine. What are you going to do?
All right, Jacques.
As long as I still have this show to fall back on, we'll be all good.
It's a fallback. I love it. Look at where we've become. We've become the fallback
ESPN 690 fallback. Yep,
Yeah.
ESPN 690 fallback.
Lose your job, want to work, come work for us. Sounds like a great tagline.
Well, we're an equal opportunity employers. Somebody call up ZipRecruiter right now. Okay, let's get into it, though, man. So we got Shock Your Mock today. And by the way, we have a new special sponsor on the show, Brent. Sponsored by locally grown Gatorade, all right? Go to the Riverside Arts Market. Go ahead and grab a locally owned Gatorade. Take a sip, man. It's Jacksonville's latest. Hopefully it's sweeping the nation pretty soon. Grab a Gatorade today. Sponsored by Trevor Lawrence now as well. I probably just broke the rules there by saying Gatorade, but it is what it is. Okay, So, Brent, we got Clint, a.k.a. at Glenn from Florida. Now, before we get into the draft, I need to address the profile picture and the bio.
I've been waiting for this. Since you emailed me this, I've been waiting.
As you should. Now, he reached out to me, okay? Now, he doesn't follow me on Twitter. So what I'm about to say about him, I'm not going to feel bad about because he doesn't follow me. That's your mistake, sir. But this dude looks like Jesse Ventura's distant cousin, let's just say, okay? Bald, rocking Oakleys, kind of has a scowl on his face a little bit. If you go to his bio, his Twitter bio, from Evansville, go Knowles, go Buffs, Duval, Springsteen, Skinnerd, former commercial bank analyst, Trevor Town, let's go Mets. There's a lot to digest there. For those of you that are listening and not watching our screen right now who can't see what this guy looks like, imagine that guy at the bar that would be overly pissed off if somebody played Miley Cyrus on Touch Tunes. That's this guy right now. He would give you a scowl like, not my local bar. That's who we're dealing with right now. Now, keep in mind, doesn't follow me on Twitter, so I really don't care what to say about him because, hey, that's your fault for not following me, sir. So let's get into it.
He does listen to the show.
Well, hey. So? My mom listens to the show. She doesn't follow me on Twitter. Actually, she might. I don't know. I think she has a burner account, but that's another story.
Smart move, Mom.
Well, and she knows how I feel about it. If I find out she has a Twitter account, she's going in a home immediately, but we'll get to that later. That's another story. All right, so pick number 1. Trevor Lawrence, yeah, okay, get this guy a T-shirt. If you have another pair of Oakleys for him, get him another pair of Oakleys as well. I'm sure he's got 10 pair. But, yeah, get him a T-shirt. Trevor Lawrence, number 1. Congratulations on the Gatorade endorsement, Trevor. Congratulations on the Adidas endorsement, Trevor. And congratulations on that brand-new toaster by Jaguars Twitter. This is where it gets interesting, though, Brent. We started off great. You know, we start off with the Aaron Hicks leadoff player of the year, and now we go maybe just a smidge downhill. Travis Etienne, pick number 25. Now I get it, right? Teammates, right? Good story, endorsements, possibly, jersey sales, all this stuff. But are we in the market for a storyline, or are we in the market to win some football games?
Because both.
Okay, you are. But this is me being Trent Baalke, or maybe if it's Urban Meyer. I don't know who's running the show, or maybe Urban Meyer in terms of the draft. This is me being Urban Meyer right now. And I see Travis Etienne, yes, dynamic running back, yes, a nice thunder and lightning combination, but I see other needs on this team, Brent, okay? And I see a guy in James Robinson, which I cannot stress this enough. Rushed for 1,000 yards last year. Should have been, at least considered for a Pro Bowl vote because Josh Jacobs, with all due respect to him, no thank you. There's a lot of things to like about what the Jaguars have, I think, right now as your starting running back. And if you draft Travis Etienne at number 25, he has to at least get the lion's share of the reps to justify that pick in terms of value. And I think you're going to do James Robinson a disservice if you do that. So I'm not the biggest fan of the pick. At 33, why not? But 25, a little bit too rich for my blood. Pick number 33, Tavin Jenkins. Now, what was the kid from Georgia that's the kicker that went to Indianapolis?
Blankenship.
Right? Yeah,
Blankenship,
Casey.
yes,
I mean, just the contributions to shock your mock right now. This is your last day to shine, and you're coming through, man. I'm proud of you. So this guy looks like a blown-up version of Rodrigo Blankenship. Just check the draft profile. Nice, thick Coke bottle glasses, if you will. But apparently, this guy plays with a mean streak and a tenacity. You wouldn't guess it by the picture, and I get it sometimes, pictures just pictures, but I'm just saying, from the picture, looks like that guy that you want to watch your kids. You know what I'm saying? Just looks like a nice, wholesome, neighborhood-friendly dude. But apparently, according to NFL scouts, this guy's the real deal in the trenches, plays with a chip on his shoulder, a real nasty guy, if you will. But what's nasty about it, Brent? And how many times do I got to break this stuff down? You said this guy listens to the show, but does he really? Because you know how I feel about offensive tackle at pick 25 or pick 33. Luxury picks right now on a team that won 1 game last year. Tavin Jenkins, luxury. And he's probably going first round regardless of that. So don't even worry about the grade here by ProFootballFocus.com because they're on their own little thing. Apparently, AWS must have left them a long time ago because these grades lately have been off the charts. But Tavin Jenkins, luxury. Not addressing the safety spot, not addressing the interior defensive line, and where's the tight end, by the way? I want to do a Pat Frymuth fun fact. I got a hot, fresh one for everybody today, and we can't even do that right now. But let's keep on going because I'm sure we're going to hit some buttons pretty soon, one would hope, because you know what? Hit 0 buttons so far. If we want to hit a draft needle and Trevor Lawrence, so be it. But come on, that's pretty obvious. Pick number 45, Elijah Molden. Safety, Washington. Draft comparisons saying this guy could be the next Honey Badger. Tyrann Mathieu, if you will. No.
That's better than the no-name guy I heard from yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Once again, this guy plays with a lot of instincts. I like what he brings to the table. I think at this spot, it's definitely a draft need alert, first of all, Casey. So let's go ahead and push that button. I mean, It's like he read my mind. I didn't even say it, and the button's already getting pushed.
He got offended by my comment yesterday.
I know, dude. And I'm trying to tell him, like, don't worry about what Brent's got to say. All right, this is my show, and you're doing a great job. And you see a little positive reinforcement, and the guy's never been hotter.
You're a player's coach.
So call me Pete Carroll, baby. So we got Elijah Molden, safety 45. I like that. That's a fair spot for him. He could come in and probably challenge right away for a starting spot. But if not, at least compete. And that's what we want right now, Brent. Like, Tavin Jenkins, could he come in and compete? Yeah, probably. But once again, are we that worried about offensive line right now? Not this year, maybe next year or so, but let's live in the moment. Let's live in the present. Pick number 65, Rashad Weaver. Hit any button that's hit that boo button. We haven't had the boo button yet. Hit the boo button right now. You remember that boo button we're talking about? You see what happens? You see what happens when Casey comes to the pregame meetings and he takes notes? Oh, keep it rolling. These people are upset. Those people are upset. Hey, that sounds like 20,000 49er fans taking Mac Jones. I'm just kidding. Maybe Mac Jones goes to San Francisco. Jacksonville product. We love him very much around here. But we're more Trevor Lawrence fans. Okay, so Rashad Weaver. Did a little homework on Rashad Weaver. Went to NFL.com. Here's what they got to say about Rashad Weaver. By the way, and this is according to 3 draft websites here, draft projection round 5, okay? Last time I checked, we're in what, round 3 right now? I'm pretty bad at math, but we were round 2. Yeah, round 3. The first pick of the 3rd round. Oh, my math's coming through. Shout out to Miss Newbie, who was my geometry teacher. Really pulled me through. That really gave me that passing grade when I needed it the most. And I didn't have to sit any football and basketball games because of her. Thank you,
I
Miss
love
Newbie.
how you just shouted out the geometry teacher. Would she give you some angle advice to get to 65 being the 3rd round pick?
That's the only teacher I remember her name, man. I don't remember any of my other algebra teachers, so it is what it is. With that being said, Rashad Weaver, analysts say, and I quote, plays almost straight up and down at the point of attack, pad level, narrowing base, lead to imbalances, slow twitch for a 4-3 defensive end. And he lacks the desired coordination. Sounds like me in my freshman year of high school right now. That's who you're getting, essentially, in the 3rd round. Another scout said, inconsistent bracing against strong angle blocks, unable to pose a serious threat to the edge with get-off. Lethargic, upright inside, counter quickness, below average reactive athleticism as a tackler in space. This is essentially me, my freshman year of high school. I can't state this enough.
Lethargic is not a good descriptive word for an athlete.
So 6'4", 259. I understand. These are just 2 scouts' opinions. But everything I read about this guy screams 4-3 defensive end. When we talk about a 3-4 outside linebacker, you got to have some athleticism. You got to be able to drop back into coverage, to play that, maybe they play the angle, whatever the case may be. Sometimes you got to cover running back. With what I'm reading about this guy, he might have some problems doing that. And if we're having those issues right now and we're questioning that, then why are we taking him with the first pick of the 3rd round? Okay, maybe he had that Leonard Skinner on a little too loud and we lost focus on the task at hand, but I cannot come with you at Rashad Weaver at pick number 65. All right, now pick 106, Jalen Darden. For the first time, I actually agree with Pro Football Focus here as a C+. I probably would have gave it a C-. Once again, to me, this is a little bit of a reach, okay? Smaller school guy, and I say smaller school a little bit, the mean green of North Texas. But overall, yeah, this guy's a speed type dude. I understand that. Played against lesser competition. But we're talking about a guy at 106, Brent. And this is a risk right here. We're risking in spots we shouldn't be risking at. We're taking offensive tackles at 33. We're taking Austin Lane back from high school at pick number 65. We are all over the place right now. The wheels have fallen off. And by the way, have we addressed the most important thing yet, the tight end? No, we have not, sir. No, we have not. But let's move on. Pick 130, Tommy Tremble, tight end, Notre Dame. Well, I'll tell you what, Brent, don't have any Tommy Tremble fun facts because he's not even on my radar. Okay? Now, yeah, I get it. He had an okay season last year. Guys really like him. He had a good pro day, yada, all this stuff. But guess what? Where he sits right now, he's not Pat Fryermuth, and probably not even Brevin Jordan. So what are we really talking about? What are we really talking about when we have the biggest draft need for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you're going to address it at pick 130? we should stop this mock draft right now because that should tell you all you need to know about this guy and his Oakley shades. But we continue, we move forward, and we keep grilling him. And by the way, shout out to Pro Football Focus, A- for Tommy Tremble, whatever. Brady Christensen, tackle BYU, pick 145. Okay, let's just load up the trenches. I haven't seen interior defensive line get addressed yet. And keep in mind, this draft came out a couple of days ago, so the Tyson Alualu factor is not in effect because he knows that Tyson wasn't coming here. So where's the interior defensive line? Don't see it. Jonathan Cooper, Edge, Ohio State. Okay, Urban Meyer connection. Where's the interior defensive line? Don't see it. Jamar Jefferson, halfback. Oregon State. I guess that's HB, halfback? Just put RB. Yeah, okay. Just put RB, but whatever. Jamar Jefferson, I actually like him a lot. Pick 249. But you know what? Jamar Jefferson isn't 300 pounds and can take on a double team because we haven't addressed any of those guys in this mock draft. So I remember when I said yesterday it was the worst mock draft of all time and that guy doesn't get a T-shirt. Give this guy a T-shirt because his heart was in the right place, I think, but too much Leonard Skinnerd. You fried your brain, sir. You can't take 2 tackles and no interior defensive line. There's people in my comments right now on Twitter saying, I actually like this mock draft. That's got to be a burner account. I see you, Zach Z Funkhauser 93. No, it is not a good mock draft. Check yourself a little bit. No T-shirt for you as well. And Brent, that is what it is. I've said my piece. Let's go into the weekend. Changed, new, and by the way, people, next week, our last week of Shock Your Mock, and hopefully Brent Martineau can throw his mock in there as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. By the way, can't believe not one Sweet Home Alabama player in there.
That's a good point, too. You're not lying. Just be honest. Did you know this guy right here? You probably know this guy, don't you?
No.
Okay.